Welcome to Small Victories Yoga. I'm Melissa, and in this session we're going to be doing a Hatha Yoga practice with emphasis on balancing postures. You don't need any props, and as always, you do what feels good, skip what doesn't work, and just try to have some fun. So we're going to begin sitting on our mats, resting your glutes on your heels, sitting up really tall. Pick your shoulders up and roll them down your back. Take a deep inhale and a loud sigh. And then close your lips and start to bring your awareness onto your breathing in and out of your nose, slow and deep. Pick your shoulders up and roll them down your back. Reach your arms up over your head and interlace your fingers. Turn the palms of your hands up towards the sky. And then go over to the right side. You could turn your gaze to your right arm, lengthening both sides of your body. Stay connected to that calm, deep breathing. And then come back to center and just switch sides. And come back to center. And then start to gaze up and gently arch your back. And then start to tuck your chin, round your spine, bringing your hands down towards your knees. And then reach up nice and slow, gaze up, arch your back, and then slowly come on back down into this cat shape. We'll do one more round, inhaling as you rise up, get long, bend back, and then slowly tucking your chin, rounding your spine. Come on up. Pause here, get really long. Keep that length, but release your hands. Interlace your fingers behind your back. Reach your knuckles to your toes and lift your heart up to the sky. Take a deep inhale here. And as you exhale, slowly start to fold forward, bringing your crown towards the mat. And then slowly start to rise back up. Release your hands. You could give them a little shake. And then from here, we're going to come on to our hands and our knees. And we're going to continue with a few more cow cats. Now, if your wrists start to feel sensitive at any time, go ahead and make fists with your hands. So your shoulders and your wrists are in one line, and your hips and your knees are in one line. You lift your tail and your shoulders. You gaze up for a cow, and then round your spine, drop your head for your cat. A couple of these. Cat. Cow. Cat. And then just come to a flat spine, and you're going to kick that left leg straight back, the height of your hip. Toes point down, and then go ahead and reach the right arm forward. Find your balance, and then you're going to bring your knee and your elbow together to touch, and we're going to hold it here together. And then go ahead, lengthen everything out, and then bring it back, hold together. Lengthen it out, bring it back in, hold together. We'll do one more of these. Lengthen it out, bring it in, last one. Lengthen it out and release it down. Excellent job. We'll switch sides. Right leg kicks back, left arm reaches forward, and then pull it together. hold together. Lengthen it out. Bring it back in, holding it together. Lengthen it out. Bring it in, hold it together. One more, reach out, get long. Bring it together, hold it together. Make sure you're breathing, that mindful nose breathing. And then lengthen it out. Excellent job, release it down. Curl your toes under, press back, downward facing dog, and walk your hands all the way back towards your feet. Once again, palms turn up to the sky, and you step on your hands, toes to your wrists for a gorilla pose. Allow your head, neck, and shoulders to be free here. Release your hands, walk yourself back into that downward facing dog, and you could pedal out your heels here, taking your dog for a walk if it felt good. And then when you're ready, go ahead and lift the right leg, bend the knee, peeling the hip open, reaching the kneecap to the sky. Start to press the heel of that foot down towards the opposite edge of your mat. And then go ahead, return that foot to the mat, and we'll switch sides. Left leg lifts, bend the knee, reach the heel towards the opposite edge of your mat. Calm breathing. And then return that foot to the mat. Rise to the balls of your feet, bend your knees, step walk or hop to the front of your mat. Inhale, rise up, hands touch over your head. Pull it down into your heart. Close your eyes here for a moment. Take a deep inhale and a sigh. Only if it resonates with you, my affirmation suggestion for this session is: my mind is still, my body is tranquil, my soul is free. Sweep your arms up overhead, hands touch, pull it into your heart center, and then fold nose to your knees. So you could grab your ankles or your shins. Take an inhale here, and as you exhale, bring your hands to your shins or to the mat as you lengthen your spine into a half lift, and then fold all the way down, nose to your knees. Sweep the arms out and up, hands touch overhead, pull it down into your heart center, fold, nose to knees. Halfway lift, fold. Sweep the arms out and up, hands touch overhead, pull it into your heart. Drop it down into a chair pose. And then pick up the right foot, allow it to hover off of the mat a couple inches. Your core is pulled in tightly to help with your balance. Your gaze is set somewhere in front of you. Your breath is calm and deep here. Step that leg to the back, that foot to the back of your mat, and drop your knee to the mat. Now, if your knee gets sensitive, you can fold the side of your mat up and make a little pad for your knee. And when you're ready, you come on up, finding your balance, and then start to reach your fingers up to the sky, bending back here, gently pressing the left hip back and the right hip forward. And then come back to center, frame your front foot, and sweep that left arm up to the sky into a gentle twist, pressing the left shoulder back, perhaps gazing up to your thumb, calm breathing. And then circling that arm around, framing the front foot, straightening the front leg, bring your nose to your knee, toes to your crown. And then come back to center, flattening that foot, straighten both legs. And then you're going to take the left leg and kick it back into a three-legged dog, the height of your hip, toes point down. If you want to play around with some additional balance, you could pick that right hand up off of the mat or not. If the hand is lifted, return it to the mat. Slowly roll forward into a high push-up. Keep that leg lifted as you lower all the way down to the mat. When you land, lift your head, neck, and shoulders, lift your thighs. Allow your hands to hover. Calm breathing. Rest everything to the mat, and then roll up into a cobra pose. Press back into child's pose. And then come on up, hands and knees, downward facing dog. Taking a breath or two here in your down dog. Rise to the balls of the feet, bend your knees, step, walk, or hop to the front of your mat. Inhale, rise, sweep your arms out and up. Hands come together to your heart. Drop it low into chair. We lift the left foot, allowing it to hover. Breath is calm. Mind is still. And then step that left foot to the back of your mat. Drop your knee to the mat. Again, if you need some extra padding, go ahead, flip the corner of your mat over. Reach your prayer hands up to the sky as you gently bend back. Keep breathing. Come back to center, frame the front foot. Sweep the right arm up to the sky as you lean back, gentle twisting here. And then circle that arm around, framing your front foot. Straighten that front leg, nose to your knee, toes to your crown. And then come back to center, flattening that foot, straightening both legs. Gently bringing the right leg back, three-legged dog, the height of your hip. If you want to play around, you could lift the left arm, hand up off of the mat, balancing. If the hand is lifted, return it to the mat. Keep the right leg lifted, rock forward into a high push-up. Lower slowly all the way down to the mat. Lift the head, neck, and shoulders. Lift the hands. Calm breathing. Rest everything down. Roll up, cobra pose. Press back, child's pose. Come on up, hands and knees. Press it back, downward facing dog. Could take a moment and walk your dog if you'd like. Rise to the balls of the feet, bend the knees, step it to the front of your mat. Inhale, rise, hands touch overhead, pull it into your heart. Sink it into chair. Right foot lifts and hovers. Gracefully step that right foot back, finding your balance here. Reaching your prayer hands back up to the sky as you lean back. Once again, pressing the left hip back and the right hip forward. Bring your prayer hands back to your heart. Come forward slightly to lengthen your spine and then twist again. Right elbow outside of the left knee. Perhaps turning your gaze to the sky. Perhaps spreading your wings and flying here. Frame your front foot, straighten both legs, fold nose to your knee. And then kick that left leg back, three-legged dog, the height of your hip. If you want to play around with balance, lift the right hand up off the mat. Keep breathing. If the hand is lifted, return it. Slowly rock forward, high push-up, leg stays lifted. Lower all the way down to the mat. Lift the head, neck, and shoulders, lift the thighs. Allow the hands to hover, calm breathing. Return everything to the mat. Roll up, cobra pose. Press back, child's pose. Roll up, hands and knees. Press back, downward facing dog. Rise to the balls of your feet, bend your knees. Step or walk to the front of your mat. Inhale, rise up, hands touch overhead, pull it into your heart center. Drop it into chair. Lift the left foot, allow it to hover. When you're ready, step that left foot back into a high lunge. Find your balance. Reach the hands up to the sky as you lean back, sinking deeply into your legs. Coming back to center, hands into your heart. Core's engaged here. Come forward to lengthen and then twist. Left elbow outside of the right knee. Lifting the top rib up to the sky. You can bring your thumbs to the center of your chest, or you could spread your wings and fly. And it's whatever feels better in your body. Just one more inhale. And as you exhale, you frame the front foot, straighten the leg, fold nose to your knee. And then bring that right leg back, three-legged dog. If you want to lift the left hand up off the mat, navigate your way through the balance, feel free. When you're ready, return that hand to the mat. Leg stays lifted, high push up. Lower all the way down to the mat. Lift the head, neck, and shoulders, the thighs. The hands hover. Calm breathing. Drop everything to the mat. Roll up, cobra pose. Press back, child's pose. Come on up, hands and knees, downward facing dog. Lift the right leg, three-legged dog, just like we did earlier. Bend the knee, reach the kneecap to the sky, in the heel of the foot to the opposite edge of your mat. Now feel free to stay here, or you could go ahead and flip your dog. So your hips and your heart shining up to the sun. Top arm reaches over your head. Your breath is calm and free here. Very slowly return to your downward facing dog. We'll do the other side. Left leg lifts, bend the knee, reaching the heel of the foot towards the opposite side of your mat. Stay or flip your dog. Lifting up and reaching over, calm breathing. Slowly returning downward facing dog. Drop to your knees. So you're on your hands and your knees. And then lift the right arm up and pull it underneath your body. Rest your shoulder and your cheek on the mat. For this, thread the needle, but we're going to add a little bit of balancing here. So go ahead and straighten your right leg behind you, and then reach the left arm in front of you. And then see if you can lift those limbs up off of the mat. Right? Navigating our way through the imbalances. If you fall or roll, no big deal. Laugh at yourself and come right back out of it. Take one more inhale. And as you exhale, bring everything back down to the mat. Come on up, all fours. And we'll switch sides. Lift the left arm up. Pull it through. Drop the shoulder and the cheek to the mat. Here we go. Left leg comes long behind you. Right arm reaches long in front of you. And then lift it up. Calm, connected breath. Take one more inhale. And as you exhale, bring everything back down to the mat. All fours. Downward facing dog. Rise to the balls of the feet, bend your knees, step walk or hop to the front of your mat. Rise up, hands touch overhead, pull it into your heart center. Close your eyes here, take a deep inhale and a sigh. Return to that deep nose breathing, that ujjayi breathing. Allowing your mind to be still. And allowing your breath to be your anchor. Keeps bringing you back into the stillness, even as we're moving. Here we go, sink into chair pose. Lift the right foot, find your balance. And then straighten the legs, stand up, keep that knee bent. Keeping your hands in prayer at your heart. Gracefully kick that right leg back into warrior three. Calm breathing. And then step the foot to the back edge of the mat, find your balance. And we're going to do an eagle arm bind. So wrap the right arm underneath the left, grab the thumb or hook the hands, sinking deep into your legs. Start to lift the elbows up to the sky. Keep breathing, nice and calm here. And then slowly come back to center. And you're going to bring that right foot forward into a hovering chair. And then you're going to wrap the right leg around the left into an eagle, full eagle. Sink the hips low, calm breathing. Drop the hips as low as you can and then stand and release out of it. Excellent job. Hands to your heart. Drop it into chair. Left foot hovers. Finding your balance. Stand straightening that right leg. Hands in prayer at your heart as you kick that left leg back. Warrior 3 here. When you're ready, drop that back foot to the mat. Find your balance. Eagle arm bind, left arm under, right arm over. Root down firmly into your legs. Stay connected to your breath. And then if you'd like, you start to lift the elbows up to the sky. Bring the elbows back to center. Left foot comes forward, we hover. And then wrap the left leg around the right. Sink the hips low. Spine is straight. Shoulders and hips are stacked. In this beautiful eagle pose. Sink the hips a little bit lower and then release out. Excellent job. Sweep your arms up overhead. Pull it into your heart center. Fold nose to knees. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step it back. High push up. Drop to your knees. And we'll give ourselves another cow-cat here. So lift your tail and your shoulders. And then round your spine. Cat pose. Cow, tail and shoulders lift. Arch your back into your cat. One more. Cow, cat. And then come to a flat spine and kick the left leg straight back. Once again, height of your hip. Just get long. Take one inhale. And as you exhale, step that left foot to the outside of your left hand. Lengthen your back leg, your right leg, as far as you can. And then bend the back knee, reach back, find the foot, pulling the heel gracefully, gently in towards your glute, twisting open. Perhaps you gaze up, calm breathing here. If you have the foot, release it. Frame your front foot, straighten the leg, fold, nose to your knee, pointing your toes to your forehead. And then come forward, flatten that left foot, scooch the left foot over to the right edge of your mat. Coming into half pigeon here. Again, you can lengthen that back leg if you'd like. Staying on long arms or coming down to your forearms. If you'd like to add a little shoulder stretch here, you bring the right arm underneath your body, make a fist with your left hand, and rest your head on your hand. Calm breathing here. Slowly come on up to long arms. Lift that back leg up off the mat and just come back to your hands in your knees. If you feel like taking a couple cow-cats, go right ahead. And then again, we're going to kick the right leg back this time. The height of your hip, get long, take an inhale. And as you exhale, step the right foot to the outside of the right hand. Lengthen that back leg. And then reach the right arm back as you bend the knee. Find the foot, pulling the heel into the glute. Gently twisting open. Staying connected to that calm, deep ujjayi breathing. If you have the foot, gently release it. Frame that front foot, straighten the leg and fold. And then slowly coming forward, dropping that foot to the mat, scooch the right leg over to the left, setting up half pigeon here. Again, feel free to stay on long arms, come onto your forearms. If you feel like doing that extra shoulder stretch, it's the left arm that comes under. You make a fist with the right hand and just rest your head on your hand. Stay connected to your breathing. And when you're ready, come on up to long arms. Give yourself a little bit of a back bend. Look up, take a deep inhale. And as you exhale, bring that back leg around to the front. You're going to bend your knees here. And if there's something in your hair, pull it out so that you can get comfortable. And then we're going to do a little more balancing. So grab underneath your knees and balance in boat pose. You can stay right here, or you could bring your arms in between your legs and grab your toes. Straightening your legs. Spine is long. Calm breathing here. So you can stay here, or if you want to play around a little bit, you could slowly start to roll on your back. Bring your legs over your head, arms long on the mat, palms down, into a plow pose. And then slowly, one vertebrae at a time, unroll. When your hips land, grab underneath your knees and roll back up into that balancing boat pose. Staying here, or reaching your arms between your legs, grabbing your toes, balancing, spine is long. You want to try it again? Here we go. Slowly unroll. Feet over your head, arms long on the mat, palms down. Slowly start to unroll with control. When your hips land, we'll do it one more time. Grab underneath your knees, rise up into that balancing boat pose. Let's try it one more time, okay? Reach your arms between your legs, grab your toes, straighten the legs, sitting as tall as you can. Remember that mindful breathing. One more time, let's go. Slowly roll back, feet over your head. And if your feet don't touch the floor or the mat, that's fine. And then last time, slowly unroll. And this time when your hips land, just allow your feet to land on the mat. Your knees are bent. And then we're going to find an eagle on the mat. So cross your right leg over your left and cross your right arm underneath your left, grabbing your thumb or your hands. And then you're going to roll over to the left for a sleeping eagle. Make sure you're still breathing mindfully. Keep your knees exactly as they are. Just release your arms and reach the right arm over to the right side. Your gaze to your right hand. Shoulders soft on the mat, calm breathing. And then gently come back to center, uncross your legs, reposition yourself in the center of your mat, and we'll switch sides. So left leg wraps around the right, left arm underneath the right. And then we're going to roll over to the right for a sleeping eagle. Keeping your legs as they are, just unwind your arms, bring the left arm straight out to the left, right arm straight out to the right like a T. Gaze to the left, shoulders soften into the mat. And then slowly bring your knees back to center. Uncross, realign your body so you're in the center of your mat. Then hug your knees into your chest. Take a moment of gratitude. Think of just one thing that you're grateful for. Take a deep inhale here. And as you exhale, set up your Shavasana. So take your time. Wiggle around. Find the space that feels just right in your body. Close your eyes. Take a deep inhale through your nose. Fill your lungs and hold your breath. Hold it at the top. Sigh it out of your mouth. Normal, everyday breathing. If you catch your mind drifting off, maybe return to that affirmation. My mind is still. My body is tranquil. My soul is free. Softening your body. Bring your awareness to your toes, the balls of your feet, your arches and your heels, and all those tiny bones in your feet. Feel them relax. Your ankles relax. Your shins and your calves sink. Your knees are relaxed. Your thighs and your thigh bones melt. Feel your hips, glutes, pelvis, all of your internal organs sink. Feel your entire spinal column slowly melt into the mat, all the way up your spine. Your shoulders, your collarbone, your angel bones relax. Your ribs and your lungs relax. Your heart is at rest. All of the muscles in your back melt. Biceps, triceps, elbows, forearms, wrists. All 10 fingers, those little bones in your hands, even your fingernails relax. Your neck is relaxed. Your chin, jaw, teeth, tongue, lips relax. Ears, cheeks, and nose relax. Eyes, eyeballs, eyelids, eyebrows relax. Forehead, scalp, and brain. Your entire body is relaxed. Please give yourself permission to stay at least 3 to 5 minutes longer here in Shavasana. To know yourself as the being underneath the thinker, the stillness underneath the mental noise, the love and joy underneath the pain is freedom, salvation, enlightenment. Thank you so much for joining me today. I'll see you next time. Namaste.